right.
Okay. So last session, we started off with Nyx following Father Eustace into the sky as a parrot after Father Eustace had cast a fly spell on himself, taking off from behind the cathedral on the northern side of the island. Nyx followed him as a parrot. Eustace hates birds, and when he noticed the parrot swooping in next to him, he tries to swat it away at him because he thought it was harassing him. Then Nyx managed to say a few key words that convinced Eustace that there was not just some random bird, but it was one of the players, ideally Nyx. Kyle, do you remember what you said?
I said champion and promise.
Okay. So, yeah, that was enough to make him figure it out. So Nyx followed Eustace into the sky until they reached a hatch on the bottom of the sky, past a velvety sheet of sky and clouds with lights hanging. Eustace opened the hatch and they both entered. The chamber was empty and had a hatch on the top side of it. It was dark in there, but Eustace closed the hatch on the bottom and Nyx turned back into himself, no longer a parrot. They both began to hold their breath as they opened the hatch above. Water flooded the chamber, and Nyx swam to the top while Eustace closed the hatch behind him and caught up. They emerged in the lake below the aqueducts and started moving up towards the entrance, the slippery slope. And this was the lake that you guys had seen written on the map of the aqueducts at the first time you went in. There, Nyx and Eustace stood around the corner while a pair of gladiators walked up to the door. They eavesdropped on the gladiators and successfully heard all three passwords. Nyx and Eustace then cast invisibility on themselves and entered into the underground. In the meantime, Tom Riches and Sanjina were mind linked by Nyx's spell. They entered the aqueducts through the arena, through the entrance in the barracks. They moved to the entrance to the underground arena and used the passwords that they learned from Nyx's mind link. They successfully entered, while after Nyx and Eustace had already entered, Eustace had his invisibility spell lasted longer or something, and after they entered into the tavern, Nyx decided to sit down at a table, and his invisibility wore off, and that process startled a patron that was sitting next to him, but the man was so inebriated that Nyx was easily able to distract him and get him to forget. Nyx waited while Eustace presumably snuck into the battle pavilion, walking past Xanther Vial. When Tom and Son reached the tavern, they met up with Nyx and tried to get past Xanther Vial. That was the necromancer who you guys met when you first entered into the underground. He was the one who prevented a fight between Tom and the doorman. Xanther informed them that spectators were not allowed into the arena when a fight isn't occurring, and also about the 50 gold minimum bet that spectators are required to make, and that a fight would be taking place soon between the champions and a mystery fight and some mystery fighters. So the players went and talked with the current champions. They noticed that Zen was looking downtrodden, and Raggedy and Sandy were trying to make him feel better. The players found out that from Raggedy that Zen was punished by his boss for the spear he threw at Nyx during their fight earlier in the day. They also found out that all three of them were aware of Zen and Nyx's conflict between them to kill one another. But that they weren't going to do anything in the tavern at that moment. the fight was going to start soon. Players went. They watched the spectators. Yeah, players placed their bets, received their ticket stubs, and then entered into the arena. They watched all the spectators enter into the caged viewing locations that are around the perimeter of the battle pavilion. And players entered their cage on the second floor, but before the door closed, an announcement came from Cassius Whispering Echo Draven that the party was in fact the mystery opponents. Then I think an envoy walked up and led you guys down to the battle arena, and you stood there. I think you might have asked one of those people about your bets and stuff, and they said you can handle it later. But as you were in the battle pavilion, you watched as Sandy, Zin, and Raggedy entered the arena. The crowd went crazy. Whispering Echo announced the fight and about to begin, with Raggedy building an arcane cannon immediately. Sandy died towards the beginning of the fight after getting a couple hits off on. I don't remember who he attacked, but I think it was Tom. Raggedy targeted Son for most of the fight. Son managed to disable Zin for a significant amount of the type of hold person spell. But when Zin got free, he targeted Tom Riches and hit him with 2 heavy strikes and downed him.
Fucking hurt.
Son was downed by Raggedy, who was targeting him for most of the fight, and Zin walked over to Raggedy and healed him for a significant portion of his health before focusing their attention on Nyx. Zin stood and tanked Nyx attacks for a few rounds. Tom and Son were rolling their death saves and had 2 fails. Nyx scored the killing blow on Zin, and Raggedy held up a white flag. Raggedy immediately went to stabilize Tom and Son. Then the spectators left the arena, and the announcer told the party that they were to go to the back end of the arena and meet with Pathicent. In Pathicent's chambers, the players, before they entered the chambers, they found a barrel filled with healing potions, and they ended up healing themselves. Then they went into Pathicent's chambers, and they saw Father Eustace laying on his back on a therapist's couch, seemingly talking to himself. But as they looked closer, they saw that Pathicent walk over behind a Japanese privacy screen, quickly change clothes, and then come out wearing glasses, and he looked like a therapist. He sat down next to Father Eustace and started asking him questions. Father Eustace lied on the therapist's couch in Pathicent's elaborately decorated quarters, his eyes distant as if in a dream. Pathicent dressed in a therapist's attire, complete with a whimsical twist typical of his style, scribbled notes on his pad, his expression one of mock solemnity. The players witnessed Pathicent talking with Father Eustace, and uncovering his hidden bias against the Fae, and hopefully creating a subconscious desire to become more accepting of the Fae. Then Pathicent turned his attention to the players and told them that they are the new champions, as well about his conflict with his brother Apathius, and that they will still need to pay back their debt, but Pathicent is willing to adjust their contracts so that they can leave the island and help him with his plight. Pathicent explained that they need to create another artifact similar to the Bell of Silent Echoes. They have a number of avenues in which they can pursue this task, but Pathicent recommended starting by acquiring a genie lamp that contains a demiplane. Players then left Pathicent's chambers and tried to get a refund on the bets they placed against themselves. Asking the bartender laughed at them, saying that they don't do refunds, which pissed everyone off. Now I would like everyone to roll intelligence. I don't remember if we went to Lucius, but
We didn't.
We're gonna start off in the bar, in the sewers.
We didn't.
Okay.
Gotcha. Let me roll intelligence really quick.
I just found out you can pop it out in a new tab.
Yeah.
It's a good button to have.
Top left corner. Okay.
Give me one
Darren,
second.
you
I
rolled
have it.
15.
Yeah, did I rename your account to D-Ray or something?
Yes,
There we go.
because
Okay, because it was
I'm the
throwing us off
dungeon
before.
master. It was throwing me off that anytime
Gotcha.
I was doing it, I was clicking on Darren, but it was me. So.
Gotcha. Okay. Yes, I rolled a 15.
Okay, that is high enough. After you think about what is going on with this situation with the bartender not being able to give you a refund, and you think that he is not paid enough to deal with problems like this. If he were to give back refunds on everyone who demanded that they needed a refund, he would probably get in trouble from his boss. So you think you could probably resolve this by going and talking to Lucius and showing him your ticket stub.
Okay, is our group chat active?
Yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I wanted to ask, Kyle, what specific spell or ability are you using for that? I was curious. I forgot.
I am using, it's level 5, and it's called Rary's Telepathic Bond.
Bless you.
I just clicked it.
Sick. That's a fucking 5th level spell, too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
So
so
we're gonna lose that.
we lose.
Damn, man, you okay?
Okay, you good?
I think Darren is currently dying a little bit.
Hey DM, if we
Yes.
leave the island, does this spells wear off? Because it's not concentration, it would still be casted on us, right? If we go down to level 4?
I
I don't think would be written as rules. That'd be up to you.
I don't think there's any rule about that. No one is supposed to even D-level, so.
It'd be like
Sure.
6 hours at most, probably.
I'm back.
Sure, it'll stay working for
those 6 hours or whatever it is.
Yeah, and then it'll wear off. It'll be kind of like, if you just went to someone who is a higher level and they cast it on you guys, you can benefit from the effects, but you won't be able to cast it until you go back to the island.
Alright, anyway, I use the telepathic bond to be like, yo guys, this bartender's just the customer service face, man. He can't fucking help us. We ought to go complain to Lucius about our money.
Okay. Well, I got my money back, but you should definitely get your money back.
Yeah, comment is directed at Son Gina, but for your sake as well.
Yeah, I mean, I was contemplating just letting it be, but if you think that we can get our money back, I don't want to leave money on the table, so
we're
I agree.
Really close to paying off our debt. 50 gold is 50 gold, man.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not gay, but 50 gold is 50 gold.
Quentin, could you please remind us what our individual debts are?
I've not been. You and Kyle had 1,000,
okay.
and Brandon had 1,400.
Okay.
Yeah, 1,400 and to pay for the therapy of the goats.
I could actually pay off my debt already.
I'm somehow only at 68 gold. Kyle, did you split up that money yet?
No, I did not split it up. I have it, but I was going to split it up with all of you.
How do you have so much gold?
Like all the loot or something?
I have 1,010 gold. I picked up 761 gold, 70 silver, 39 copper.
Okay. I didn't note how much I picked up, unfortunately, but I'm at a grand total right now of 686 gold.
Okay. I have 68 gold, so there's a wild difference here going on.
I think it's 10.
10 silver to 1 gold?
I think.
Well, then I've got another 39 gold.
Gold piece is 1/10 silver, so yeah.
Okay, cool.
I know that Sandy dropped about 604 gold pieces.
That's probably why I've got as much money as I have.
Yeah.
And Zin, how much did he drop? I have on his character sheet somewhere.
Well, Brandon, since you've got the bigger debt,
Zin had 761 gold pieces.
Okay, that's what I picked up.
So if we take everything from that fight, 761 plus the 600 and whatever, divide that by 3, it's an equal 455 for everyone.
What do you think about this?
I think you were going to get another 1,000 gold from protecting Eustace.
Yeah.
When you go to Cassius.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, B-Dog, what do you think about this? Why don't Kyle and I, since we're currently in possession of enough gold to pay off our debt, go ahead and do so, and then all of our next money we get over the next couple things goes towards paying off your debt until it's gone.
I'm fine with that.
We can figure out what to do with our money from there.
Yeah, I'm totally fine with that. As long as all of our debts get paid and we can get off the island, that's totally fine.
Yeah, no shadow of a doubt that we're gonna get your debt paid too, but we could go ahead and strike 2 of our debts clean, and that's kind of cool.
I'm in no hurry for any individual to get their debt paid as long as all of our debts get paid.
Agreed.
Do we want to go to Cassia first or Lucius?
Let's see, if we go to Cassia first, we still don't have enough for Brandon as well. I think we're still shy.
We can get it from her, then pay Lucius, though.
Yeah, I'm just saying that even with her 1,000 gold, we've still got enough for me and you, but not enough for Brandon as well yet, which means we could just as well go to Lucius first.
Okay. I'm okay with either.
Also, where do we even find the what's her name? Cassia. I keep wanting to say Casca, dude, and I'm like, no, this isn't fucking Guts. This isn't Berserk. I keep wanting to say Casca and stopping myself and being like, that's not it, dude. Alright, Lucius, what do you guys think?
Yep.
Alright, let's do it.
About it.
DM, we had to go meet with Lucius.
DM, we fast travel.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys, you see as you're leaving the tavern in the underground, you see Raggedy. He walked with you guys, and he seems pretty sad that his teammates just got killed. But as you guys leave, he yells after you. I'm gonna get a couple more drinks down here, and then I'm gonna go up to that party, Rex the Rat King's party.
Before we leave, I go over to Raggedy. I'm like, party?
I'm gonna see you guys there.
Yeah, Raggedy, what party are you talking about, man?
Rex the Rat King. He's told everyone that he was throwing a party tonight.
Yeah. Oh, I totally forgot. We went to the party for like a second.
Raggedy, we were there for a moment. That it looks like it's gonna be lit. We'll absolutely see you there, man.
I say to Raggedy, I know it's not mead, but do you want any pickles? I have a jar of pickles I stole earlier.
Raggedy, yeah. Oh, hell yeah! I want some pickles. Please.
I give him the entire jar of pickles.
Wait, no. Give him each individual pickle. I want the jar. I want the jar. For no specific reason. Give me the fucking jar.
Okay, I'll give you the empty jar.
Raggedy looked at you very, very shocked and happy that you were he loves pickles. And then when Son said, "I want the jar," he just now looks really confused and is like, "Well, how am I going to carry the pickles?"
Find a basket or something. I don't know, but I want the jar.
Do not dump out all
He asked you, "Can I please just give you the jar after I've eaten the pickles?"
That's reasonable.
How long is it going to take you to eat the pickles?
Raggedy,
Not long. I'll see you at the party later.
At the party?
Okay. I will get the jar from you at the party.
All right. Thanks for the pickles, guys.
Yep.
Hey, Raggedy, man. I feel bad about what happened to your party, dude. I know it isn't much, but I know you and Sandy were friends and whatnot, so here's a pound of meat sticks.
he chokes up and he's just like, thank you.
You're welcome, man.
I also want to say thank you very much for resing us. That was very nice of you, and I know it must have been hard after seeing your companions fall to do something like that.
Oh, yeah, it was. It was definitely very hard. I was never very close with with Zin, but he was. He had a soft spot deep down that I actually really admired.
So hey, man, no hard feelings, right?
Sandy was one of my best friends in the whole world. I'm mostly sad about him. He didn't deserve. Anyways.
I will tell you, Sandy was a very formidable foe.
Sandy was a cool guy.
Yep.
It's one of the things about being a gladiator in the arena. Sometimes your companions fall.
Yeah. So, Raggedy, no hard feelings, right, man?
Right.
Insight check.
Yeah, you think he was sincere.
Okay.
But you can't really tell much.
Yeah, no,
sure.
it's a bad roll, but I want to take him at face value, but I also just want to be sure because I did murder his close friend.
Can I help him with that?
Okay, can I get assisted?
Because I'm suspicious of the group just because he was friends with my enemy. So I'd probably be paying attention to that.
You said he wasn't very close with him.
He did just say that he wasn't as close with Zin, and he thought he was an asshole, but he got to know him, and he had a soft spot in his heart. That's what he admired about him. He didn't really like Zin that much.
And also, I feel like if he wanted to fuck on us, he wouldn't have rezzed us.
My concern is that he did actually like Sandy, and I am the one that kind of accidentally killed the fuck out of him.
Accidentally.
I did. I mean, I might have hit him with a whole bunch of lightning, but I didn't think he'd just die.
I think I wouldn't assist that. That's fine.
I'll be straight. Even with a nat 20, you're gonna think the same thing.
Okay.
Confident about it. What he said was true. He was literally crying. He's not good enough to be able to act like that.
Yeah.
Dude, Raggedy's a good guy, man. I would have almost taken him at face value. I just thought insight check would be a good move here.
Yeah.
So, I tell Raggedy, right on, man. We'll I hope you enjoy the treats we gave you, and we'll see you at the party.
Yeah, you see, he starts. As you say that, he puts a pickle in his mouth and he starts sobbing.
Okay, I walk away. I don't want to witness it.
I pay no attention. I just eye the jar.
And then like Homer Simpson crying while stuffing his face.
Yeah.
Think about like that one scene in Pineapple Express when what's his name? The drug dealer guy.
Danny something. Danny McBride.
No, not Danny McBride.
Oh, you mean the.
Yeah.
Okay.
When he and Seth Rogen have a fight, and then he's sitting alone on the swing eating a sandwich, and this little girl is watching him, and he's just like, he takes a.
Oh, you mean James Franco?
Yeah, James Franco.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what it was like.
I walk up to the bartender and quietly ask, "How much is a glass of mead?"
5 silver.
5 whole silver. All right. Send one to Raggedy, and then I walk away.
Right.
And I put 5 silver on the counter.
Okay. Yeah, he nods at you. Starts pouring a drink.
Right on.
To the no.
Okay. I'm walking away, heading toward Lucius.
I'm ready to fast travel when you are.
Yep.
Okay. I need to go pee real quick.
All right.
Okay.
I go and explore the headroom.
I steal Lucius's stuff when he's not looking.
I walk up to Lucius just like, bitch better have my money.
You all witnessed me stealing his stuff, right?
I piss all over his desk.
Jeez.
No, nobody did that.
I take a fresh dump on this throne right here.
Named Deborah.
take a shit behind the throne.
Yeah.
They won't find it for
in like the
while.
most inconspicuous place possible, so
Yeah, so
the person's just sitting there like, what the fuck is that
Cast
smell?
invisibility on items, because you could poop and then cast invisibility on
Oh, no.
Greater invisibility on a turd.
Well, guys, I think we're on to something for future nefarious shenanigans. This is a great idea.
Can you cast invisibility on items?
Yeah.
I think just like almost like any magic with a turd would be funny. Like fly, that would be hilarious.
Give a turd thaumaturgy. The turd just starts like glowing. Alright, what are the best spells we could cast on a turd?
I'm looking at Misty Step on a turd would be funny. It just like warps across the room.
Commune with the turd.
Okay, so there's no rule in the book about casting invisibility on items.
Bro, cast Insect Plague, but make it look like it all came from a singular turd. Are you back, Q?
Yeah, I just got back.
We're talking about what spells we're capable of casting on a piece of poo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see invisibility says a creature you touch.
Oh, so you'd have to touch it.
And also, if poo is not a creature.
Well, it's made out of like microbiomes, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's
sure,
true.
but what are you gonna make? One little microscopic piece of bacteria invisible? It doesn't make no
Yeah, bacteria. One invisible bacteria. I think it would be funny to summon Greater Demon out of a turd.
How about gust of wind behind a turd so that you waft the smell in a particular direction?
I would think shatter centered on a turd.
Oh no!
It just splatters everywhere.
Just splatters.
Hold on. Shatter actually, it makes a noise.
Yes, and how are noises made? Vibrations in the air. Yeah.
Ooh.
I would like to cast Shatter in time with me farting.
Hey, Jeff.
Oh, Jeff.
Oh, what's up, Jeff?
Oh, what's up, man? All right.
I would like to go to Lucius.
Okay. So, I am eating a sandwich right now.
Okay.
I ordered some ramen, so I will be eating soon. But I can eat and play.
Lucius is at his desk. His feet are on his desk. He's leaning back in his chair, and he just seems to be reading over some documents. When you walk in, he lowers his glasses down and looks at you guys and is like, "Hey, fellas, how's it going?"
About as good as we can do after fighting in the underground arena.
Oh yeah, you guys fought in the underground arena. Yeah, you guys you
We
beat
took
the
down the
champions,
champs.
right?
That's right.
Wow.
How fast does news travel on this island?
As fast as the wind blows.
Hmm.
But it's a calm day out.